G'day guys, long time no AS2 stuff. Just checking out the AS2 gaming webpage, looking at the 1v1 ladder results. I'm very interested in this, especially the top 10, because there is a top 10 tournament coming up next week, I believe. And just checking out who is going to make the cut. There seems to be quite a few outsiders here which could make the cut. Darkness Deck, Sunbeam, Sweet. Quite a few good players out there which can possibly reach there in time. So good luck to you guys. And I'm also going to announce that I am going to be casting this tournament, hopefully with Hansi, dual casting, and anyone else who wants to. The main reason is because I love watching this game, and I think that the competitive community, competitive gamers of AS2 are really underappreciated outside of the community, because I think it takes a lot of skill and it's very in-depth at that high level play. And I think it's fantastic to watch for myself. I prefer to watch this in any sports game on TV. So I'll be having fun, but also I want to celebrate the players in here, because this could be the last tournament that will be played in AS2 due to people moving to other games like Call to Arms coming out, and also with the outer sinks maybe making players go away from the game, and also DMS's attitude, you could say. I don't want to let that get in the way of the skill of this competitive community, which should be celebrated. And really there's no other channel which does this. Mainly the other channels are mostly skirmish and pub games, playing versus pub players, but I think it's really underappreciated, the skill level of these players. So I want to give them another shoutcast for the last time. This could be the last tournament, so good luck to all you guys. And I think I might fit in a cast today as well, just to come back into this, just to give you guys something that you might have missed, AS2 stuff. So anyway, see you around, guys. See you shortly on the cast. A 2v2 ladder game on Shattertown, one of the Hinkle's maps. And I'm not going to be casting 1v1 because I think there's going to be a lot to come in the tournament anyway, so let's just check out the 2v2 ladder. Not many games have been played in this ladder yet, due to people having trouble organising for people to play at the same time. That's really pretty much the main reason. Also, I guess outer sinks, people come and playing outer sink games. So USA, we've got Dilma from South Korea, and from Australia, Sausage Stab on the right eastern flank, and up against a team from, I haven't seen them play actually in a tournament before, in a ladder, Mark Rokostansky, which I think his name is Eugene, and also Darkness Dex from Slovakia. I'm not sure where Eugene is from, but I know Darkness Dex is from Slovakia. We see him coming with the assault squad, crossing the bridge. Rangers already in the center point, and this center is quite deadly for grenades, as you can see. Sausage is pushing up. Nicely timed grenades. Oh wow. See his nicely, nice little icon there, a bowl of pho soup, if you know what pho is. That's how you say it, by the way, guys. I have Vietnamese friends who told me what it sounds like. Pho is a Vietnamese noodle-based soup. If you haven't tried it, it's pretty damn good in winter, especially in Melbourne, which I do love to eat that. Very hearty. That's Darkness Decks on the left side, shooting out with sausages. Not too much. I guess it's pretty set area there, just in the shootout. No one really advancing or can advance. Center. Really nice placement of infantry by Darkness Decks. Bush spreading out his troops quite well, avoiding the grenades, and is starting to take a foothold. The Rangers can't, or is not stopping the infantry pushing with the grenades. Oh, look at that. Grenade actually took him out from the other side. He's coming in as well, but here's Dilma from the side as well. Left side. Dilma attempting to push onto the western point. He's capping his flag, probably capped it a bit late. It's still being capped. Another elite marksman going to the right. Sausage is also getting another elite marksman, so 4 elite marksman buys for the USA team. Nicely cooked grenade, but that doesn't even knock him out. By Darkness Decks up there. That's one of the gripes I can say about the elite marksman gameplay. He's grenading, but nicely placed grenade again from Darkness Decks. And the center though is going to Sausages quite convincingly. There's Rangers at the top, Rangers down the bottom. This squad is going to get shot up and torn to pieces. Look at this. Before they get the cover, they're going to lose nearly half the squad. And probably the entire squad. In fact, there's only 2 guys left, and there's the entire squad wiped out by just so many Rangers firing upon them. Darkness Decks didn't look at that area close enough, and it was a big waste. Definitely need a 20mm now to take out the entrenched position. Probably roll out 222 or looks. I think the looks is out soon. Down this way, down the roadway. You can approach it from the western point and go down this little lane down there. Otherwise, he'll be playing a nice little grenade wall in the center, which is not fun in my opinion. Maybe some people do like it. I know Dilma has a fetish for those things. Maybe Sausages does too. I don't mind those kind of things. So, a bit of a flank happening. Maybe a nicely timed grenade, but no good. Easily repositioned by Sausages to deal with that flank. Darkness Dex is still in the position. Oh, here comes that 222 from Darkness Dex. And it's kind of stuck in the top area. You can see Sausage's troops are quite protected, being right down the bottom. He needs to get down, but you can't really get down from this way. Kind of needs to approach from the other end, in fact. Maybe you can drive down and do a backflip. I've done it before actually. I've driven a tank down and survived. It went bam, fell down and survived. Maybe from here in fact. Actually down there could potentially shoot through that bridge, but perhaps the best way is to go down the other way. Dilma doing crazy stuff on the right. Wow, look at the top left. Max has lost like 2 squads. Panzer Grenadiers all get slaughtered by this infantry grenade fest. But here comes the 222. Be a nice flank perhaps. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh, that grenade. Ooh, just missed. And she'll be able to take everything out there. To be honest, I think the 2v2 ladder is pretty much dead. There's only been 2 teams that have, not 2 teams, 4 teams that have played a game each. The best out of 3 each, in fact. Sniper. But still holding to the point behind this wall. Time to finish him off. And there you go. So I'm stopped playing. I myself have stopped playing AS2. I'm going to stop. I tried playing a skirmish mission with Hansi again yesterday, but it went out of sync straight away. It was quite funny. It was a defense mission. 10 minutes to defend, and we were joking about it crashing. And then as soon as the timer ran out, it pretty much went out of sync. So we spent all that time building our defenses just for the out of sync, which is bloody lame. So I'm pretty over it. I'm over it all, but I still like watching competitive play for AS2 because it's really good to see such skill level. You know, I'm not sure if you guys understand it, but I just really love watching people use the timings right and all the 50-50 plays, all the exciting parts. I just can't get away from it. And I think that there's enough channels, YouTube channels out there which support, I guess, which give DMS the coverage based on single player skirmishes and multiplayer pub games. So in fact, if me stopping my channel of AS2 is really stopping the competitive community and affecting the players in the competitive community more than anything. So yeah, I think it should be about the players, and this is what I am going to make it about. So that's why I'm going to cast this 1v1 tournament. Hopefully I explained that better. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it made sense to me. So P3 out, M19 interesting buy by Sausages. Always does some strange buys, but has nicely tracked it, and he could get a side shot here. He probably shouldn't have reversed. If he was actually closer and charged it, he could have got a nice side shot there, but I guess he was playing safe. And he may fight another day, perhaps. Because wow, this rubble is preventing Darkness Dex to get a good shot on the M19. 2-2 now coming down to the left side. I'm going to start to push onto that point. But too bad for Eugene, getting slammed here by Dilma. 30 cal. Panzergren's coming to the center point. What's this? We have a Dilma Stewart right here. In a very dangerous position. Lots of potential 80 grenades to the face from Eugene. Let's have a look. Oh wow. The 80 grenades. Bit of a clumsy control, but love the 30 cals on this Stewart, doing massive damage. P3 is even in jeopardy at the moment, being in such close range with 50-50 perhaps. And 2-2 coming back. Stewart is going to take a shot. It misses. Well, what was that? Jeez. Okay, the 2-2 took out the M20 in this position. Wow, that's a far shot for a complete explosion. Oh no, it was over here. The M19 died. Must have been from the P3. So doing okay so far. 32-2 in points, but they are holding in there. Eugene can't seem to hold on to his back point yet. Conscript's coming on. they're pretty much locked down. Dilma pushing on more into the urban area of the Axis side. A bit hard to call this game, in fact, in terms of tactics. Not sure about, this is a new map, by the way, guys, so it's not a map I guess most people are familiar with, or even myself isn't familiar with tactics on this map. But it seems like quite a lockdown right now. I think it's a bit hard to tell because I guess the skill of the players are a bit different. Dilma and Sausages, I think, at this stage of playing this game, or at the top of their game, both doing extremely well in the 1v1 ladder, being almost undefeated by only a handful of players that could pretty much beat them. Oh, we probably see them both in the 1v1 tournament. Darkness Dex is nearly there. I think he's at the 12th or 11th place. Just needs to win one more game to get into the top 10. Hopefully we see him this time, and hopefully he stays. He seems to join tournaments but quit halfway due to, I guess, play conflicts. Shouldn't let that get in the way of you, Darkness Dex. Just ignore the trolls or people who want to talk shit. All for the game. Well, not for the game, I guess, all for the competitive spirit. Dilma just doing so well. Conscripts mixed with elites, MGs. Max just hasn't got a shot. Maybe even a flak to come on board. Just needs something. There's nothing really coming from the German team. Croc in the M19 on the way. Only P3 stopping them. Not much else. Look at the Dilma rampage right now. He's actually gone missing in action, guys. Anyone know where he is? I don't think I've seen him play a ladder game for 2 weeks. Even though I haven't been playing the game, I do follow the ladder. Just good to see. Everyone's a friend basically who plays in these tournaments. It's a nice small knit community. Hopefully it's be the same in Call to Arms if that does eventuate. To be honest, I do think it will be a decent game because I think it's a new engine. There's no other engine out there for I guess the Mow gem type engines, which is as good if they fix the out-of-sync problems. It looks good, runs smoother than anything else if they fix it. It runs on DX11, all that. So yeah, I don't know what Instinct was on about with me talking crap about the game. I think it was a good game. So I don't know. I'm totally burnt from that, and I don't think I'll ever recover. I'm just so insulted by that. So anyway, I do love the game. Nothing against the game at all. Anyway, whatever. MP40. And look at Dilma flanking in the right and centre. Max coming with the flak. Goodbye. Just crazy grenades. That's one thing I do dislike about AS2, I guess, competitive wise. Grenades can get a bit heavy. I don't like the microfest. Some people do. But 2v2 doesn't happen too often. This match is actually probably just a bit too one-sided to cast, to be honest. There's not too many exciting things happening. Just very, very one-sided. Just do it now to finish it off. Not sure where the tanks are. There goes that P3. That was a G. So G got killed by the Croc as well. Sausages stab. 3's already down, and he's going to finish Darkness Dex off. There's the Sausages. And total carry from Dilma though. Not too bad for Max. Can't seem to hold his point. So I probably won't be casting much till the tournament, guys. We're playing other games. I can't seem to get any good Battle of Empires. Now, this Battle of Empire games. Pretty much all the games I've played are lasting under 10 minutes. So, and every single game, everyone quits. It's worse than pub games in AS2 almost, where someone always quits. I guess there's lots of new players around. I think BOE Battle Empires player, the skill level in pubs are even less than in AS2, surprisingly. So I can't get a good game to record to post up. Active Aggression, to be honest, I'm not a fan. Yeah, it's not exciting to play really. It's just there's no physics, there's no intense moments. It's just build a base and send your units to counter. So I'm not having too much fun with that. So any suggestions of games to play, let me know too, guys. So this is kind of turning out to be talking shit video. Really, there's nothing really much to see but the total destruction or the total domination of Dilma and Sausage's team. So not many 2v2 ladder games, potentially probably won't even eventuate, to be honest. This ladder will probably stop. The 1v1 ladder is still going okay, I guess, and probably the last tournament to come. Hope you do follow the tournament. Who am I going for in this next tournament? Because I know there's going to be a few players that are in for sure. Sausages should definitely be in. Pringles should be in. Those two are definitely going to be the favourites coming in to this. Both players, to talk about those players for a bit, both players haven't really lost to any other players. Sausages, I've been Sausages Kryptonite though for a bit. I did beat him quite a few times. Dilma hasn't really won versus Sausages. Dilma hasn't really played Sausages or Pringles in the ladder though, so that'll be interesting to see. I know in practice games Sausages does get the better of Mr. Dilma. Mr. Pringles, he's a funny one too. He beats everyone, but Sausages has beaten him quite a few, beaten him more than he's beaten him, I think. So I think they've got a good chance to face off in the finals, and it'll be a good match. I think it'll be similar to the Hansy and Mr. Pringles encounter you saw in the International 2 1v1. This time it'll be Sausages instead of Hansy. But I think Sausages is actually a tougher player to play than Hansy. So it'll be, yeah, I think the Aussies will have a good shot at this next tournament. So there you go. See you guys. Yeah, sorry for the shit talk. It's a pretty one-sided game. So see you guys. Have a good one.